Howdy everyone, and welcome back to another weekend episode of Cooking with Mary Sue. Before we begin, please hit that like and subscribe down at the bottom and share. I like to mention that at the beginning because sometimes by the end of the video I might not think about it. And below you will find links to my other channel. I have a reselling channel called SUZYQKNICKKNACKS where I showcase items I buy to flip for a profit. And my husband has a channel called Brother Claude Reflects. And there's a link to my eBay store. So I stay quite busy with my YouTube and eBay all together. Plus, I've got a book coming out pretty soon. I wrote a children's book a few months ago, and it's going to be out pretty soon. So I hope you all be looking for that. I'll let you know the title later when it comes out. Now today we're going to switch over and do an Italian meal. In fact, I'm going to combine two of my favorite Italian meals into one. You know how I like to kind of toss up recipes and change them a little bit, make them a little bit different? Well, I was looking through my freezer the other day, and I came across a package of, do it here, spinach ravioli. I've had this in the freezer for a few months, and I wanted to go ahead and use it somehow, but I didn't want to use it the usual way, but like just boil it in a pot and just stick sauce on top of it. I wanted to incorporate it into a recipe, so I got to thinking about my other favorite Italian recipe, and that's lasagna. I absolutely love lasagna. So I thought I'd try to make it all together. I've had spinach lasagna before in the past, and it's very good. But with the spinach ravioli, here's one. It's all covered in pasta. So I thought, well, I could layer that like pasta, like lasagna noodles, and just make a lasagna with it. By layering these with meat and cheese and sauce all over it and cook it. First thing I did, I had to boil these raviolis. And I normally don't boil my pasta al dente. I like it really be soft and nice and soft and chewy. But these I did boil al dente because they're going to cook in the oven for about another 30 to 45 minutes. Oh, while I think about it, last week's recipe, I made the potato dumpling recipe. I got to thinking later on, and my husband caught it too. He told me later on that I did pronounce that word wrong. I was thinking about another recipe in my head when I was doing that. It's not ganache, it's gnocchi. Yeah, I did say it wrong. Just wanted to let you know I corrected that. But back to the ravioli. Okay, I've got my little ravioli noodles, and I'm going to make this lasagna this time with Alfredo sauce. I love Alfredo sauce. I'm just going to do it quick and easy. I'm using the kind in a jar, the ragu Alfredo. That's a lot easier. You know, if you know my recipes by now, you know I like to do things. Take shortcuts, make them quick and easy. There's no reason a recipe can't taste good just because you take shortcuts. Okay, let me see. The first thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of sauce on the bottom. I'm just making me a small dish, just for myself. Mainly because my husband does not like spinach too much at all. So he's probably not going to eat any of this. I just have to make him some baked spaghetti maybe. Okay, I'm going to pour a little bit on the bottom, just to coat the bottom of my pan. Just a small layer of the sauce on the bottom. Now, I did go ahead earlier and this is 1 pound of beef already cooked up, nice and brown. Move this over here. I'm going to put this in this bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and mix it in with a container of ricotta. Normally in lasagna you put either ricotta or what's that other word? Cottage cheese. I don't like cottage cheese at all, so I use ricotta. This is just ricotta cheese with whole milk. You can't use it with skim milk, but I bought the whole milk. Ooh, it all falls out easy, one big glob. Okay. I mix this all together. It makes it just a lot easier for layering. Doing this video kind of late tonight. I'm almost just about ready for bed. I've had a long day. I had to run some errands today. And so I didn't get to do my video today like I usually do, so I'm doing it late at night. I'll have uploaded. It'll upload overnight. It should be up there in the morning, Monday morning. Today's Sunday night. Let me try it with a fork. Fork may do this a little better. Yeah, fork's working better. Mixing this all together. This is my ground beef and ricotta. I'm going to layer the spinach ravioli with this and with some, I'm going to use Italian style blend cheese, give it a little more flavor. This is a combination of mozzarella, provolone, romano, parmesan, fontina, and asiago. All those good Italian flavors. Let's see. Okay. If anybody's been trying any of my recipes out there, let me know. Leave me some comments. And I hope you share this with your friends because I'm trying to get my little channel to grow. It's going to take a while, but it's slowly growing. Nothing happens overnight. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Let me see. I love Italian dishes and I like Mexican dishes a lot too. And those are my husband's two favorite meals, Mexican and Italian. Okay, this is nice and creamy. Give it a little bit more mashing together. See, it just makes a big creamy. That's your ground beef and your piccata together. Okay. That's okay for that. Excuse me. Okay. That's it. I've got about a dozen of these little noodles here. That's all I need for myself. Excuse me. Yeah, I got some pepper in my throat. I was using pepper a little while ago. There. Now I'm going to put some of this on top of that. Kind of mash it down so it spreads all over it. Put about a third of this in there. I'm going to make 3 layers here. Okay. Now I'm going to put some of this on top of it. Okay. Just sprinkle some all around it. Kind of cover this bottom layer here. Okay. Now a little more sauce. Next thing I need. Another layer of sauce. There, I got enough for the top layer, it'll be last. Okay. Now some more of this. Probably put the rest of this. No, I got enough for another layer. Okay. Alright. Now, oh, cheese. It's so easy to get what goes in between the layers. You have to kind of keep track of what you're doing here. I could sometimes forget to put cheese on one layer or my sauce. Okay. Now I'm going to use 4 more of these. I'll have enough for one more layer. It'll be the top layer. There, that's done. Okay. Sauce. Told you I'm going to forget which layer, which goes where, if I'm not careful. Alright. This will be the last of this. This is going to cook in the oven on about 350 for anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. Everything in here is already done. I've already cooked the beef. The pasta's already done, more than half done. So really this is going in the oven just so all this can melt together. All these cheeses get bubbly and hot and melt. Okay. That's the last layer of that. Okay. A little bit of this. Spread out. Okay. Now my last layer of these little pasta shells here, my spinach ravioli. There. That's perfect. The last of the sauce will go on top. This is going to be delicious. If you like Alfredo and spinach, which I do, like Alfredo and spinach together. Kind of hard to get all this out, but I'm trying to get most of it out. little bit more on this side. I just took one bottle. One bottle was fine. Well, this is a 16 ounces, 2 cups of sauce here. Okay. A little bit of cheese right on top here. I should have a little. How about a lot? A good lasagna has lots of cheese in it. I might just finish this bag. This is an 8-ounce bag. I'm going to mash it a little bit. Yep. Might as well finish because I don't really have anything else to use that little dab on, so just go on and finish it there. Just enough. Okay. There. Now, right before I cook it, I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil. It's going to cook for about 30 minutes covered, and then the last 10 minutes I'll take it out, take the cover off, and cook it without the cover. Now, before you cover it, you should always spray the side that's going to touch the food. Spray it with some spray, Pam, whatever, vegetable oil spray, so this doesn't stick to the food when it's cooking. Sometimes I'll forget to spray it. When you take it off, the food will be stuck to the foil. Okay. Now that's ready to throw in the oven. Well, I won't throw it too hard. I do always, when I cook, make something in the oven, I always put it on a piece of pan in case it runs over. It won't mess up the oven. Kind of heavy there. Okay. It'll go in a few minutes. Now, I have another one here. I did one about an hour ago and made it, I didn't use Alfredo. Still a little bit warm. Ugh, okay. Move this out of the way. Now this one I used red sauce. I used red sauce in it, and marinara sauce, and I used just mozzarella cheese. And instead of using a jar of sauce, I made my own sauce out of the spaghetti mix and a can of tomato paste. And took some water and a little bit of olive oil. And when I make these sauces, I always add a little bit extra Italian seasoning, just give it a little more flavor. Tell me, has anybody out there been having trouble trying to find spaghetti sauce? I did. A few weeks ago, I went to the store to try to find some spaghetti sauce. Over a 2-day period, I wound up going to over a dozen stores within a 50-mile radius trying to find any brand of spaghetti sauce I could find. I didn't care what brand, just any brand. Nobody had it. My sister did the same thing when she lives for me. She went to different stores for 2 days trying to find some. And some of the managers told her that they weren't sure why, but they were not able to get any spaghetti sauce from the manufacturer for the last few months. Probably something to do with COVID, they said. They didn't know why, but they just couldn't get any in. So I went online, and I happened to find some. I was lucky. I found some on Amazon. I bought a couple of cases on Amazon to last me for a while. This is Lori's. It was a reasonable price. It wasn't very high at all. But I got enough spaghetti sauce to last me for a little while. At least hopefully till the stores get some more. Okay. Like I said, that's the one with the red sauce, with mozzarella on top, and it looks delicious. But since I have 2 of these, I'm probably going to have to give one of these to a friend. Yep, I got some friends I may give this to, and I'll eat some Alfredo and give this one to some friends of mine. Well, that's it for tonight. That's all there is. I've got to clean this up and hurry up and get to bed. Y'all have a good week. I'll be back next weekend. God bless everyone. Bye.